Hey guys, everyone, whoever, welcome, I guess. Sorry about the sunglasses. I just feel really uncomfortable with the camera. So, sorry. I'll get over it eventually though. This is my first video log of what it's like living with bipolar disorder. And I figured the best way to start off is to tell you guys how I found out that I was bipolar. It goes back a bit of ways, about 2.5 years ago. I was living up in Oregon. I'm in Cali now. And I was diagnosed as depressed because I would feel down. When you're bipolar, you have ups, and you have downs. Downs. And so I wouldn't go to the doctor when I was feeling up, because when you're up, you're feeling happy, you're feeling great, you're feeling fantastic. You know, who's going to go to the doctor when you're feeling that way? So I would only go to the doctor when I was feeling down. And so they diagnosed me as depressed. Well, I wasn't depressed. I was bipolar. When you take antidepressants and you're bipolar, that is like so scary and like the worst thing you could do. It's not the doctor's fault, you know, it's my fault, because I would only go when I was sad. So I started taking all these antidepressants and they started messing with my brain chemistry. Well, certain antidepressants would cause certain things, and this one time I switched to a certain antidepressant and it made me like, okay, this will seem weird. If my head is like God, it puts you up here, you know, up here. You feel like you can do nothing wrong. Everything is great. You know, you become Jim Carrey's yes man. Sorry, I'm over these glasses now. You become Jim Carrey's yes man. You know, but you don't know you're doing it, you know. In that movie, he had a choice. When you're bipolar, you don't always have a choice. And that might seem confusing, but trust me, you don't always have a choice when you're saying yes to things. So, this one antidepressant I switched on to made me euphoric high. Made me up here. Way up here. And, I guess long story short, it caught the attention of some guys at work that, were doing drugs that put them up there. And, they either wanted to sell to me or they wanted me in on their business or something. But eventually it brought the attention of one guy in particular. And he's a drug dealer. That's just the best way I can describe him. He's a salesman and he's a drug dealer, because he promised me all these things. So, anyways, I'm up here, and people at work know that, like, noticed it, and then, so they were even asking me, like, hey, Sean, are you on drugs? Like, what drugs are you taking, man? Because I want in on that, you know? These are the drug users, let me remind you. So they don't care how I'm doing. They just want to know what drug I'm on to feel so great. But the drug dealer, he knew that I was either on speed or I was just euphoric. He must have. Because I would smoke weed, because the weed would take me from here and it would bring me right here. Not down. Not down. It would ground me, so to say. It would ground me. So I was smoking weed a lot too, which is also part of the problem, mind you. I'm not saying it's okay to smoke weed constantly. So I invited this guy to my house. Can you believe that? I invited this guy to my house because, like I said, I think I said it earlier, when you're euphoric high like this, when you're like up here, you become Jim Carrey in Yes Man. You just say yes to everything. Yes. Yes, I can do that. Yes, this won't have any negative consequences. Yes, I can do that, you know? So, it draw the attention of this guy. And at first, he was trying to sell me some weed. Because like I said, the weed would bring me down and kind of level me and ground me out. Well, I told this guy where I live because I thought we were going to smoke together. Stupid decision. Again, when you're euphoric high like that, you are not in your right mind. I wasn't in my right mind. That's just the simple way I can put it. So, I invite him over to my house, and we're supposed to be smoking weed together, but instead, he pulls out a crack pipe, of all things. And as soon as he pulled it out, I wanted nothing more than to just try it. That's what it's like being bipolar. And you're in a high that's manic. Manic means crazy. Manic is just a nice way of saying crazy. I was crazy high. And so when he pulled that crack pipe, I didn't give a crap about the consequences. I didn't give a crap about nothing. Because like I said, you become a yes man. So I just wanted nothing more than to just do whatever. Because I felt like I could do no wrong. I felt like I was in control. I wasn't. So it brings out this crack pipe. And I smoke it. And I'm not ready to tell you guys that part yet. It's just, I'm not ready for that. So I smoked this. And that's what brought out the bipolar disorder, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's bad that I had to smoke out of a crack pipe to find it. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention, it wasn't just crack he was giving me. He cut it with something else, and I'm pretty sure it was methamphetamines, which they call a speedball. So it was crack and meth cut together. So I'm not saying that's okay to do, but it did bring out the bipolar disorder. Even the doctors told me something along those lines. But I don't want to get into that right now. So I smoked out of whatever he had in the crack pipe, and it brought out the bipolar disorder. And now I've been to the hospital, I've been to a facility, and now I'm on the other side of this, trying to just live my life and try and figure out what normal is again. So, I guess this will be like a two-part thing, and that's just part one. This is all new to me, so please bear with me if things seem boring or uninteresting or whatever. This is all new to me, but I will continue this story because I don't think enough people know what it's like to live with bipolar disorder or how bipolar people are. Like, they just always assume we're either super happy or that we're just total dicks. And that's not the case. It's not the case. It's not 100% our fault. We can't help it. So, yeah. I will upload another video when I'm ready to do it. That's another thing I should add. Don't expect to get consistent videos. Okay? Because when you're bipolar and, like, you're in a low state, sometimes I get in a low state, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to get out of bed. You just want to lay around and you just want the world to go on without you. So that's something I'm still currently going through. So don't expect me to be uploading consistent videos. But I will upload a part 2. That's just a part 1 of how I found out I was bipolar. Everyone listening, just please have a good day. Have a good night, whatever. Just do your best to be the best person you can. And I think that's how I'm going to end all my videos. Do your best. You know what? No. Scratch that. There was this saying that this music teacher taught me back in high school. And I'm going to end my videos like this every single time. And I want you to think about it. And I really want you to think on it. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. Have a good night.